TM Naveed.
Thank you once again. It's a great honor to see myself completing CC10. I'm sure we all have great memories attached to our graduation days. And as friendship is coming, let me share a couple of examples I cherish most. My graduation days. Let me go a bit nostalgic. While I was pursuing graduation, there were common things, or there were certain activities which I'm sure would remind your graduation days. For example, going late to classroom and getting or listening to professor saying that get out of the class, get out of the class, and going on empty lanes and smoking was another common practice. The fad which was going those days was torn jeans, rag jeans, and going to college, playing, listening to music. After getting scolded by professor, going to canteen, saying that what rubbish, what nonsense. The system is all against the students. And also in the cafeteria, playing those songs they are still cherishable moments. The best part was the combined studies. Combined studies we used to wait for before examination. And my father was right to say that combined study is a place where everybody sit together, they discuss every aspect of the world but not the studies. That was the reaction. He was very angry man, I would say. I don't know what was wrong whenever I used to approach, if said, Dad, I want to go to industrial tour. He would look at me and say that I know what industrial tour means. And he would also, if I say, Dad, I want to start a business, he would change his tone and say that, you want to start a business? Where is my slipper? Where is my slipper was the reaction. And my mom was very protective, as a typical Indian woman. She was like a single woman army for me. She would come to my rescue anytime I feel that I am being humiliated or insulted by my father. And she would come and say that you see everything bad in my son only. And the quarrel starts. 2 days she won't eat food just because of me. So I became confident that there is someone, an army is there with me. She can protect me anytime if I need her help. So I was seriously preparing for the examination. Looking at my dad's expression and my mom's commitment that I would do something, I promised that definitely I would prove something. But unfortunately in the examination, nothing was working in my favor. The biggest nightmare was the two sisters. I call them sisters, I don't know for some reason. Statistics and managerial economics was two sisters who gave the nightmares. For some reason, whenever we sat for the discussion would revolve around everything except statistics and economics. I had tough time. So I was looking for shortcuts. How to go through these exams. So somebody suggested me that you meet a godman called Baba. He would solve your problem. So I approached Baba. Babaji, please help me. You are the only one who can help me. Please pray on behalf of me to God so that I can succeed in the examination. I also gave him 500 rupees which I have stolen from my dad's pocket. And he also marketed his oil as stinky oil, that if I applied it on my head before going to examination, I would definitely miraculously pass. I took that oil, even though I was allergic. I became subjected to fun. Before going to examination, I applied that stinky oil, went to the examination center, opened the question paper, miraculous thing happened. Forget about the answer, I didn't even understand the questions. I was looking, oh my God, anybody should help me. There were a group of friends, they were looking at me and laughing. I was seriously in a bad situation at that point of time. So, what did I do? After the examination, I directly went to cafeteria. No, you heard it wrong. I went to Baba's shrine, bit drunk. And I told Baba, Baba, mark this day in your calendar. I would never become your hardcore devotee at all, because your commitments, your promised, didn't come to be true. And I wanted to give him 500 rupees back. Somehow he didn't give, so I just told that I wouldn't come again here. The friends who were poking fun at me, saying that where else you applied the oil, I became very serious, angry. And it became a rumor in the college that he has some miraculous oil and he's also selling it. As if like I am an agent of Amway products. Everybody is saying that it seems you have joined an agency and you are selling some oil. It's a miraculous. Can you give? We also would like to pass. Oh my God, that was really pathetic. One day I had a quarrel with my friends. I said, please stop ridiculing me. It's enough. I have been mocked down. Please, I had a fight with them. Somehow they stopped. The disappointment which I was going through, my mom realized it. As typical Indian mother, I nicely said it. She sensed out that something is going wrong. Then as a loving boy, I said, Mom, this is the scenario. I lost the money. Not only that, I also lost the exam answer. So she listened my complete story. And she sympathized and she told her story, that how she became a renowned or recognized headmistress coming from a mediocre family, a basic family background, without not proper having education and all, but how she worked hard, how she struggled despite with all these difficulties. That story really touched me. There were some profound statements I still recall these days when I see something is not happening in my favor. The suggestions what she gave, or the way she narrated was, the first message was very clear to me. That was, God help those who help themselves. And there is no shortcut to success. Those were very profound messages. And after that, I took this advice, started becoming serious about these studies, putting efforts where required. I thrown the oil as well. I stopped using that as well. And those who were approaching me to sell that oil, I said, okay, it's costing 1,000 rupees. I sold a couple of bottles and I stopped using myself. Okay, so what I see, dear Toastmasters or guests, there are a couple of scenarios where you feel that people lose hope just because of initial failures. And they do not put efforts where required. They have the tendency that if it has to happen, it would happen. Yeah, it may be up to some extent true. But as per a research, if you put proper efforts in a particular thing, you would succeed, and there is no shortcut to success. Thank you very much.